So good afternoon. For those of you who are not here today, you can see that we are going to start Unit B, Chapter 4.1, page 86 of your textbook. We're going to talk a lot about sustainability today, what exotic species are, also known as non-native species, what an ecological niche is, and then your big understandings is our present way of living sustainable and why are exotic species a problem. We're going to look at a lake trout case study, which is a handout that you would need, and then questions 4, 5, 6, and 7 on page 93. So in front of you, you have three definitions of the word sustainability, and we're talking about whether we're living in a sustainable way or not. So kind of really focused on this third one right here. So in front of you, you have some pictures. We've just discussed in class what it means to be sustainable and whether or not we can do that. So here you see a picture of our oil sands. Is that the way we're dealing with that sustainable? Is the food we eat and the type of food we eat sustainable? Is solar power sustainable? Is that the way we should be going? Is the way we drive sustainable? Here's a graph of our projected population growth. Is that going to be sustainable? Can our world actually support a little over 9 billion people in 2050? Is the way we use our water sustainable? So on this page you can see in red writing up on top a definition for exotic species, which is basically an introduced species, and a species that's been introduced to a place where it's never been before. An ecological niche, which is the role an organism plays in its ecosystem. The pages in the textbook that you should read are pages 90 and 91. There's a whole bunch of good examples there of exotic species. And what we're going to look at in class is this case study about lake trout and cutthroat trout in Yellowstone National Park. And so there's a little info on the lake trout and a little info on the cutthroat trout. And we're going to read an article called Eradicating Invasive Lake Trout that you should pick up when you come to class and just read. It's a good example of how introducing a non-native species like lake trout impacted an entire lake ecosystem and changed it.